All right, so you've just started doing Olympic weightlifting or you've started CrossFit and you're realizing that some of the positions that you're putting yourself in, especially with the overhead barbell positions, is making your wrist kind of sore. I'm gonna talk to you about what you can change to help with that. Hey team, welcome to Excellence in Motion. Before we get started with today's video, I want you to know that the equipment that's behind me, including the rig, the barbell, and a lot of the other stuff that we use here in the clinic, is from GETRX'D. This channel and this video is not sponsored by GETRX'D, but I do have an affiliate code for you to use to purchase a lot of this amazing equipment, and it helps support me. By going through the link in the description, you're actually helping to improve the channel and give me more opportunities to make cool videos for all of you. If you liked today's video, please consider subscribing, liking, and leaving a comment down below of what you thought. And without further ado, let's get into today's topic. And the conversation around wrist pain with regards to what you're doing with a barbell is super prevalent, and especially in the functional fitness community or the strength training community or the Olympic weightlifting community, if we're not protecting our wrists through better positioning, through joint mobilizations, and maybe with a little bit of help from compression wraps, we might be having this sort of buggy feeling that lasts a long time. So one thing that we have to think about when it comes to putting the barbell up over our heads is what position do we have the wrist in that's going to give us a better mechanical advantage for holding that weight and maintaining that over a long period of time. When we talk about pressing movements, we generally like to liken that to what we would see with something like a handstand push-up, because in the handstand push-up, we're in this orientation where we start in this bottom position where the elbows are out in front, the head is sort of in this tripod position, and then as we press up and through, the head comes through just like in the handstand push-up as we would do with a barbell press. What you'll notice is in this bottom position and even in the finished position of the handstand push-up, the wrist is in extension. We have to do this because otherwise we can't really stack our body weight over the wrist. The wrist is actually super powerful and really stable when it's got a little bit of extension in it. We're not really getting a ton of stability and power if we're stacking our wrists right on top of each other. In the handstand push-up, that would look like basically doing the movement on our fists, and we're not getting as much surface area or contact strength through the palm. So the same thing applies when we're doing an overhead position with our bar. We're not trying to stack the wrists directly on top of each other, especially in this super wide snatch grip, because if you got straight up and down wrists and you've got a little bit of this radial deviation with the weight on top of the bar, you're gonna really smash down this joint segment here in the wrist. What we wanna do instead is actually get a little bit of extension, and I'm gonna show you what that looks like on the barbell. So check this out. When we approach the bar, I'm coming out of the rack, but I'm gonna show you what it's like to have this wide position. My hands are really far outside on the bar, and you can see that if I stack up directly up and down like this, I'm limiting the amount of stability I have through the wrist and putting a lot of tension on the thumb side of the bar. If instead I think about extending the wrists and allowing myself the mobility to stack in this powerful position, I've now given my shoulders a little bit of a better opportunity to press up into the bar, keep the pits forward, and stack on an extended wrist position in the bottom. That's just one of the small things that you can do to improve your wrist positioning when you're in the overhead squat or the snatch or any other overhead barbell movement. If you want to improve the joint mobility of your wrist, simply take a resistance band, hook it up to the bottom of the rig, place it on the back side of your lower wrist, and then move some of your body weight over top of that joint to get a little bit of a distraction in there and improve some of that extension that you want when you stack yourself on the barbell. Really guys, just focusing on these little changes can make a huge difference when it comes to how you feel and how you perform when you're in the gym. So give this stuff a shot, and until next time, go out, do good things, and don't forget to move. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.